Well, first I think we need to define widow walk, because when we started this, I had no idea what. I'm from the Midwest. We don't watch for our sailors to come home. At least I don't know anybody that does. So I didn't know what a widow's walk was before I started this venture. And I found out that it is a part of a house, the structure on top of a house, where women went to watch for their loved ones to come in from sea. And so now I've noticed all along the Gulf Coast and all seashores, they had these where people really watched for their loved ones. Well, for a lot of us, that's not going to happen. The loved one isn't going to come home. And we can do one or two things about that. We can either get into a shell and stay there, or we can come alive again. We all have to grieve, and we all will grieve, but it's how we grieve and how we get over it that really counts. So in my case, I did the normal thing. I think the thing most people do. You get very involved with your family. You involve yourself mostly in work. You just work. You think if you work hard enough, you can get over it. But then you find that that doesn't really fulfill what you want. So you can bury yourself, or you can come alive again. And I've known all kinds. I've known women who, in fact, a good friend of mine did this. She literally buried herself and died. Maybe that's what you want to do, but you ought to think about others. You ought to think about being alive and making something of your life again. And then I've known those who, just as I did, just worked themselves to death. Still didn't find a solution to their grief. And then someone told me that there's those who become barflies. Now that I know nothing about, but nonetheless, I guess it exists. And I think the organization that we're talking about today, the WidowsWalk4Women, would be a solution for those. We could help them come away from the bars and fly with us rather than be barflies. There's all kinds of widows. There's widows all over the world who would benefit from being a part of our club.
What do you feel some of the assets of a Widows Walk for Women club is? What do you think that, what have you been thinking about in regards to types of activities that Widows Walk for Women could do? That what type of things that people could get involved in? And we're dealing with women who are of all ages, right? I mean, you can be a widow in their 20s. You can be a widow in your 30s. There are many widows in their 40s, 50s, and in their golden years, and in their aging gracefully years. You know, it doesn't make any difference what age you are.
It's limitless. There is no reason to even talk about age.
And it's the loss of the love, the companion.
Exactly.
Some people are even not married, and they've lost a significant lover, and they're trying to get through that. They're trying to get over it, and they're trying to find activities that are healthy for them.
Then I say, come to where I am right now in Marathon, and get on a boat and enjoy. A year ago, I never even thought of sailing. Had no desire. Well, like I said, I didn't think about it. Today, I want to be a sailor. I sailed yesterday all day. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, the great outdoors, the great ocean, the depth. It's just amazing. Amazing what it does.
So what did you see? You have there's a boat that you've been involved in, and you've been involved in you've had a commitment to doing something to this catamaran. There's a catamaran that came into your view that somebody was a project coordinator for, and they were taking this boat and turning it from what to what? What were they doing with it?
Oh, they absolutely turned it into the most beautiful electric vehicle you ever saw. It's fabulous now. First time I saw it, I was a little, I wasn't sure what was going to happen and how it was going to look. But riding on it yesterday, sailing on it yesterday, was absolutely phenomenal. And it is a beautiful boat, all electric.
It's a plug-in hybrid. The technical parts of it is it's a plug-in hybrid. That means you can plug it in at the dock, okay? Now, a lot of Widows Walk for Women won't be that interested in the technical expertise of the boat, but there's a lot of boats out there that have diesel engines.
Oh, but this one was noiseless. We sailed and it was beautiful. It was sound. It had no sound. It had no fumes. It was absolutely heavenly.